Hi, this is Raj from Embossed Sportscars. Here I've got a 997 Gen 2 Carrera S Coupe. It's finished in stunning Atlas Grey Metallic. Very desirable colour for the 997 era cars. Atlas Grey is quite a, I think it's not a very accurate description of the paintwork, because it's more of a very sort of like dark blue, which almost it has like a turquoise fleck in it when the sun's out. Unfortunately the sun's not out today, so you see more of the blue, but I suppose now it does look more grey on this side, but there's definitely more blue in it than grey. It's a 2009 car. As I said, it's a 997 Gen 2, it's a 3.8 litre S, so that means it has the 3.8 litre flat 6 DFI direct fuel injection engine, which is as reliable as you're going to get on a Porsche engine, because it doesn't suffer IMS bearing failures, RMS oil seal leaks or bore scoring. And they brought these in 2009, well actually late 2008 were the first sort of launch models. But 2009 was the model year number that these came out, and this is one of those cars. And they ran up to 2012. Has the Bi-Xenon headlights. It has silver front vents there. The wheels are really lovely 19-inch optional Carrera Sport wheels, which a lot of people really like because they've got a diamond cut edge, and then the spokes themselves are painted a metallic silver, as is the inside. And the tyres are Michelin Pilot Sport, I think they're Pilot Sport 2, and they're N2s as well. And they were fitted sometime in early 2021, so they've got loads of life left of them, as do the brakes as well. So you can see the wear bars there, lots of life left in those. And I'll just show you the rear as well. So it's matching, yeah, Pilot Sport 2s, PS2s, and they're N2s, so they're Porsche rated. They're all matching, they're fitted at the same time, early 2021. And there's the brake discs as well, and there's the wear bar there, so lots of life left in those. And the tyres too. It's fitted with the switchable sports exhaust, and you can tell from the outside that it's a switchable sports exhaust car because it has these silver edges and then like a bare stainless pipe on those. LED rear tail lights, which are standard on these Gen 2 cars with a pointed edge. So they have a pointed edge, and the bumper's a bit different to a Gen 1 car. Non-sunroof car, and it also isn't fitted with the rear wiper, so it has that quite clean rear look to it. Paintwork's in fabulous original condition. Has daylight running lights in those lower sections. If you see them flickering on my video, it's not because they are on their way out or anything. It's literally just down to the frame rate of my video not being not working with the hertz, the frequency of the flashing of the LEDs. They flash so fast you don't see them with the eye, but obviously if it's out of sync with the video, then it will show as flickering, which it doesn't to the naked eye. Now on the inside, it's fitted with BOSE, so it's got the BOSE there, it's got the BOSE subwoofer in the back, which I'll show you, and then it has the full Hardback Sports Seats, so they have the silver backs, two-way electric, and they're height adjustable as well. It's got the 7-speed PDK, which can be run in full auto, full manual, or a combination of the two. You can switch it across to manual and use the stick to push forward to go up a gear and pull it towards you to go down, like a rally car sort of sequential box. And it has the buttons here on the multifunction steering, which is an option steering wheel. It's obviously full leather, but it has controls for the satnav, the phone, as well as a stereo as well. Now the car is only covered 35,319 miles. It has the cruise control, full black extended leather, so it has leather all across the dash, across the doors as well. And then also it's got the optional PDK surround finished in leather as well. So that was another special option on this car. I'll show you the BOSE. before I forget, there is the subwoofer, and it's got the amplifier actually under the seat here, just under the driver's seat. Such a comfortable place to be. These cars are the perfect size for UK roads. They've got the classic styling of, I think they're sort of very similar to the 993 era cars. The 996 was a bit of a break in styling because they changed the headlight design from a traditional sort of overly round to a slightly different shape, and then in the 997s they went back to the round headlights at the front, and the Gen 2 cars are sort of the best of everything. So they have the classic looks, the flat six normally aspirated engine, and they have all the creature comfort. So like it has this car has the full satnav system, which is a touchscreen system. It has the full Bluetooth phone connectivity as well, and you can also use the universal audio interface, which is this optional setup here, to buy a small module which is available on Amazon for around £35 now to make it full Bluetooth audio streaming. So you can basically set up your phone on here with Waze or something, and it would play all of the notifications through the BOSE stereo, and also play your music as well, and interrupt it for oral podcasts, and interrupt it for any directions that you need to know on the road. Such a low mileage as well. It's got the heated seats, so that's a two-stage system, and then it has all the sports orientated buttons here. So it has 6 buttons. It has the Sport Chrono Package Plus, so it has Sport, Sport Plus, which change the characteristics of the gearbox and also the throttle. It has the switchable suspension. All S models have the switchable suspension, as well as the upgraded brakes. So you saw those red calipers on the outside, and as a result it sits 10mm lower than a car without PASM all the time. It has the switchable sports exhaust, which I showed you on the outside, and there's the switch to turn it on, and I'll show you that. Then it has the spoiler that goes up and down, and the traction control as well. You can turn off there. There's a cup holders built in as well for your morning coffee if you use this to go to work. And it obviously has a glove box with CD storage as well, because it has a CD DVD player there as well. And there's a Sport Chrono Package Plus. What I'll do is I'll start the car, so you can hear it sounds like a proper traditional flat six. This is the last model generation that had hydraulic steering as well, so a lot of collectors and people who have had their Porsches for decades love this era of car because it still has hydraulic steering. I'll show you the Sport Chrono, so you can actually tilt this stopwatch to suit which way you want it to be, and you use this stalk here to control it. So I'll just start the timing. See, there we go. I'll try and stop it on line 11. I'm probably not going to be successful. 928. Well, that's a Porsche model in itself, so I'll leave it on that. And it will also tell you when it's next due a service. Just under 2 years. 730 days is obviously 2 years, so we've just had it serviced, and it was a major service, and I'll show you that in the paperwork. I'll just quickly let you hear the sound of the exhaust. So when you press it, it should change tone. So I don't know if you hear that valve change. I won't rev it because I'm in a village, but you hear the valves switch between the two. I've got the heated seat on, so it's absolutely roasting now. So that is all of that. So I'll just go through the file. It's got 5 previous owners. The last owners had it since 2019, and the options list is just awesome, I think, for a Carrera S. So it has Atlas Grey Metallic paintwork, extended black leather. I'll just turn it off now. 19-inch Carrera Sport wheels. Oh, Porsche crest embossed headrests, I forgot that. So it's got the crest there on those headrests. Leather covered PDK surround, silver instrument dials, stopwatch with silver face, switchable sports exhaust. The other really nice thing, actually, which wasn't standard on Carrera S's, on the 2-wheel drive cars, it was standard on 4S's, is the mechanical limited slip diff. So this car's got a very sportsy orientated option to make it better planted out of corners. It's got the LSD, so that's a really nice option that I forgot to mention. Auto dimming mirrors and rain sensor. Obviously got the heat, the headlight cleaning, so it's got headlight washers, heated seats as well as them being the sport seats, cruise control, which I mentioned, PASM. I'm just going to mention some of the highlights. A Sport Chrono Package Plus. It's got rear parking sensors as well, and it has the, oh, that's the other thing, it has the full 6 CD changer as well, so that's a very rare option. It was all built into the unit, but it had to be spec'd from the factory, and it has a loading tray through there, so that's great that that's in there. Another nice option that you don't often see. Obviously has embossed floor, original Porsche floor mats. I just put a protection one over the top after I clean them to stop them getting mucky from me just getting in and out of the cars for the photography. So yeah, really nice spec actually. So yeah, a lovely car. It's only got a few over revs in range 1 and 2, which is all that the PDK box should allow, and that's basically just touching the red line. The last time it hit range 1 and range 2 was at 18,000 miles, just over, so just under 19,000 miles, and it's done 35,000 miles, so about halfway through its life was the last time it was probably used in manual mode and someone brushed the red line. The car diagnostically completely checks out, and as I said, we've just done a major service, so we've done a 35,301, so 18 miles ago, and only a couple of days ago we did major service inspection, oil pollen filters, spark plugs, drive belt, brake fluids change. We've changed all the heat shields at the back, which cover the coil packs and the catalytic converters. We've done all the exhaust gaskets and bolts. We've changed them over because they were coming to the end of their life as well. We've also done the drive belt tensioner as well, because that was also not working as well as it could do to keep the drive belt exactly at the right tension. So that's been changed as well. The car's completely HPI clear, obviously, and it's fully ready to go. I'll just show you the front and rear boots. Well, the front boot and the rear engine bay. So there is the 3.8 litre DFI. It's sort of tucked away at the back there, but there's the airbox, the coolant, the engine mounts as well are there. And then if you needed to top up for all ever, you'd do it there. And then it has a spoiler which comes up and down at speed. Oh, the sun's coming out now slightly, so I'll just walk around the car quickly, just show you the front boot. It's in really lovely original condition. This has locking wheel bolt there. You can top up the air in the tyres, and you've got tyre gel, and you've got tools and a towing eye there as well. And the warning triangle if you ever need to get that out. And then it has its original battery. I say original, it's probably not an original Porsche battery. No, it's a replaced one, because the batteries sort of last 5 or 6 years really in these cars, so that's quite a recent one. So yeah, absolutely stunning condition. Very hard to find these cars now, especially with the mileage that this one has, 35,000 miles, and it's now 2022, so 13 years old with a full history throughout. Everything checks out, it's all original, it's always been looked after, and yeah, it's ready to be enjoyed by its new owner. If you're interested in the car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching.